Thank you for the sub, Meryl. 4 years. Damn.
Yep.
There we go.
Also, it picks up the Urvest.
Everybody adorable.
So true.
Ah, yes. Urvus. Always good to see you.
Woohoo!
Hey,
I
Digi.
just achieved what streak?
Yes.
6, 7.
What do you think the likelihood is for the current upcoming Walpurgis that we get the 7 stages of Doom and Despair? Do you think it's likely at all?
Considering what we've done previously, yes. It seems probable.
Well, the reason that I'm asking is because of the new IDs that we're getting with Yuna and Salvador. So it's just like, hey, so what if the event is the 7 stages of Doom and Despair, considering we already have Philip? It'd
Yeah.
be so
Hello,
funny.
chits. Why wouldn't I be streaming? And hello, Merle.
Or
Welcome
or-
in, Squigs. Good to see you.
or
Okay,
an
congrats
oddball
on that
streak,
85
right?
stream streak.
Yippee!
Mala,
Say
congrats
Digi.
on that 385 stream streak. Go ahead, sorry.
Exactly 300 separated.
potentially an Oswald circus fight, maybe.
That would also, I forget if it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock circus, but that would also be
8
a
o'clock.
decent one, but it'd be a bit of a weird fight for people who don't know what's going on.
Like Fairy Festival wasn't.
I mean, that's true, but at least that one made sense because at least they were like clearly monsters. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get into the circus fight and just be like, "Why the fuck? Why the fuck is all this happening?"
Because it's the city.
Oh, pat the Jets. I mean, yeah, but you gotta admit the circus is out there even for the city a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Viv, congrats on the 35 stream streak. Jits, it was actually over 21 hours in the end because, I took too long on some of the other stuff that we were doing. Yeah. Also, I did get some sleep, about 5 hours, or 4 hours, rather. And then my insomnia decided I was waking up and was going to be up. And hello, Candy. Congrats on that 735 stream streak.
Hot dang.
Key adorable. Meryl cute.
So true.
Meryl's been subbed to me for 4 years now. Holy goodness.
Hot. Double hot dang.
Merle is very cute.
Merle is just extra adorable.
I think Meryl was one of my first subs too. Idol Fluffy.
Random Ido appeared.
Yep,
Fluffy
they got
Idol.
the first badge.
Fluffy
They were one of
Idol.
my first subs.
Ayo, you are my very good boy. Hello, Soren.
Some guy.
Thank you for your 26 months, Ido. Ido Fluffy. I don't know why it's using that. It's supposed to be using that. I need to fix my...
The armor condition, Oki?
Yeah, so on the newer sheets, Tal abbreviated the armor conditions to be shorter, but then also made it so if you hovered your mouse over them, you got to see the current durability points, temporary durability points. Like, it's a nice touch. I like it.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
That's
Also,
like that's
just as a reminder,
saw-
not ready for actual use, only ready for QA testing.
I know. I still have my main sheet open. I was just filling it out while we were chatting.
Okay,
I
'cause that was about-
appreciate. First off, we appreciate having some feedback, because having some feedback of hey, this is good, is really useful over silence. Secondly, I read that it was like condition, thinking blight and confusion and such, and I'm like, did we add a new condition and I'm just not remembering it called armor? What?
Yeah, it's the stuff you rub into leather to keep it nice and supple. Armor conditioner.
Yeah, I haven't done full QA on it yet. I've only done some minor QA. When I've had the
Yeah.
time. It was a lordy my job.
Yeah, I've kept the post of the Excel sheet marked as unread, so when I finally got a chance, which is this session, I'm like, let's copy things over and see how it works.
Yeah, every day, ever since I posted the little announcement thing, I just check the feedback thing in order to see if anyone said anything yet. Just being like, all right, cool.
Yep.
Because if it goes on long enough and I don't get anything, I'm just gonna assume it's good.
I will get time, hopefully, this weekend. Unfortunately,
Yep,
I am already one
I was-
hand down.
I honestly forgot to copy mine over and mess around with it. We will get there.
Hello, Lightning.
Oh, right, I'll have time on Friday, because I got Friday off. And I keep forgetting
yeah.
that. Hell yeah.
I
'Cause
think we
it's-
consider Sprocket a colossal being.
If by colossal you mean in the amount of concern you cause.
The weights
about to say, the
of the
only way
concerns
that-
of my friends count as weight towards the size category.
Look, all I'm gonna say is the only thing that you count as colossal in is lead. You have a colossal more amount of lead in you than the rest of us do.
That is one of the funny things I've had on his sheet since I made him, is that despite being 5'3", he is in the upper mid 150s to 180s, but is not heavy set due to the amount of heavy metal in his body. He is one dense motherfucker.
Yes,
That's
he
fair.
is.
Meanwhile, the twins over here being each of them just being 2.5 tons.
By the way, guys, tomorrow's dev session is up in the air.
Okay.
It depends on whether I recover well enough. So,
Focus on resting, please.
Understandable.
Hey, Jits. I'm gonna make sure to sprinkle a little bit of lead powder in everything you drink for the next 3 weeks. I hope you enjoy.
Wow, he reversed angle very quickly.
Jits, do you really need your brain? I'm pretty certain
Alright.
that dragons do the thinking for you. Go on.
all right, I need to join the server. Henja, you ready?
I believe the room's open.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
making
just
sure
have
for
not
starting.
joined yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very slow on things today. Apologies. But let's get started. Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Fallout Twin Cities Scar, Season 1, Episode 7, Repelling Steel. This is one of our tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it. Let us know what you think. For now, we're going to go ahead and start with introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day, everyone. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Angeluma Reyes. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be following your players today, starting with Dr. Hex.
Hello, I'm Taldirs, and I will be playing one part of a pair of twins. I will be playing Dr. Hex, Dr. Grayson, he is a poison metal type and is a synth. On to the Lucinda.
Hello, I am Viv. I am playing Lucinda, the Deathclaw, and specifically a magician Deathclaw. We do the magic, kind of, sort of. We haven't had much of a chance for that yet, but we'll get there. Possibly, maybe when it comes to teaching whoever the big proto mommy. She is astral and shadow, and here's hoping she's capable of teaching. On to, I believe, the other doctor.
Yes, hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I'm going to be playing the other doctor, Dr. RGB, Dr. Grayson. Also metal poison type, and also a synth. And I'll pass it off to our Proot.
Hi, I'm Opie Fur, and I play as Sprocket, a helpful little scrap protogen who just learned he is a bit of a freak of nature. I am a metal and light type, and I'm going to smash things a rebar today. Or do diplomacy, whichever comes first. On to our ever so wonderful, lippy, and stealthy Snuppy, Venro.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I am playing as Venro, the Poison Earth type Night Stalker, scout of the party, and player is very tired and slow today, so apologies on that front. I got like 4 hours of sleep before my insomnia decided I was waking up about an hour before game time after doing a 21-hour stream.
Also, thanks for the sub there, Merle. Pat, pat, pat. Very good boy.
But anyways, for the recap, we're going to turn it over to Sprocket, because he found his people.
I found my people. Oh my god, yes. Hi. Hi, hello, friends. Hi, friends. Hello. All right. So last session started off with us cleaning up some things. As we were doing our camp, we found a group of folks who had stolen a projector. We cleaned that up, and everything was hunky-dory as we started our morning. There was a bit of discussion about the revelations that Isol had about a person they know, and we decided to discuss that later. As we were walking, we realized we're less than a day away from the factory, and we're relaxed. Nothing seemed to be following us or hunting us, and the path was clear. Bit muddy, though, from the rain previous. While we were there, we were discussing various things about teleportation, this weird institute group, the Brotherhood, who's going to be at the location of the factory, whose territory is under control. It's just a general conversation until we started getting into metaphysics of the soul and how it interacts with different beings and memories and teleportation. Definitely not relevant at all later on during the session. After we finish that conversation, we see a very strange sight. Another Sprocket, though this one colored blue instead of Sprocket's hazy orange coloration. They go, meet up with this fellow protogen fella, name is Bertolt, and he is a scout protogen of a similar make to Sprocket. They discuss things. Bertolt is a bit of the, well, direct and analytical type. And after a bit of back and forth, assisting Bertold with some scrap gathering, and us deciding, hey, we'll help you with a problem you're having, and that problem being the Brotherhood of Steel, who are encroaching upon the factory as we had feared, we are able to, as a group, go and make our way towards the factory using a hidden tunnel that was there. And before we go into the tunnel, we did find a still working phone booth. Well, phone arch, more like it was missing 2 walls. We open it up, have Venro call a number that we know for enemy, the Goonian, since he has the most mercenarily voice out of all of us. And we negotiate that they will be paid with pre-war money if they send out a group of goons to distract and or rout the Brotherhood of Steel. Thankfully, the protogens, who we have been told there are multiple of, are able to print some pre-war money in the factory. The deal is made. We have a few hours to kill, and then we resume our travel into the factory. We asked some questions, learned that the protogens were kind of things with their own special goals. They're color-coded between blues for scouts, oranges for janitors, reds for security, who are taller, buffer, and slightly more fatherly than the rest of them. You have the medical, who also do the quote-unquote cooking, which is more materials processing, to then be consumed by the protogens. And all in all, they seem to be a very, very well-oiled and tight-knit hive mind of sorts. Make our way through, get greeted, don't get eviscerated, yippee, and are brought to their leader, the factory admin unit, Lavina, who is a building of a feminine protogen, though more synthetic in build. Think like a Mac compared to a PC, visually. They give us some fantastic information about how the protogens work, thank us for our work in getting enemy involved, and give us all some gifts ranging from a knife to scrap to some ammunition to a filtering tool. Just generally useful stuff, mostly stabby and or shooty. Sprocket then goes and asks a very important question. Hi, I'm Sprocket. How long am I? How old am I? When am I? And then he is brought to the blue screen of knowledge, and Lavina learns that Sprocket is actually pre-war old and has lost his memory sometime about 25-ish years ago, which is why he's so fresh-faced, despite being clearly older and more clankery than other protogens. And with that, we split off to go get a meal before mounting our defense/negotiations against the Brotherhood of Steel, during which we learned that Sprocket is, in fact, allowed to eat lead. In fact, it is highly recommended since he is an unwilling organ donor who can be harvested for parts if needed. More on that later. We eat our fill, we game the scales so that there's far too much food for all of us. The synths are very happy with their oil intake, and Venro was given an entire Brahmin to consume. Oh, and Isel, unfortunately, is not here yet, was instructed to take a bath after his meal due to the concept of the death roll and alligator crocodiles. And we ended up finishing on eating.
I like how everybody got extra food except for the Synth twins.
Lucinda did not, because she was not there. She was
My bad.
Busy.
She was told that she is going to be teaching Lavina magic.
My bad. That slipped my mind. Yeah.
Well, okay. Venro and Sprocket both got, and I believe Isel as well, all got like.
There was one other mistake a little bit. The green ones are the scout units. The blue ones are the
green, not
caretaker
blue.
units.
Correct. My memory was colorblind.
That's a way to describe it. Okay. Also, Jids, thank you for the subscription with the Bezos bucks. You're a very good boy.
Just need to write down the colors because I forgot to do that.
Also, yes, my memory was colorblind is a hell of a statement.
Thank you for that tip, Kenku. I appreciate that.
It's not the weirdest one I've heard.
That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
Yippee, what's so weird about that statement? My memory was blue-green colorblind for a moment. Because I also called the medical ones blue. I didn't even mentalize that.
Hey.
Oh, perfect
Come in.
timing.
Yeah, we just finished describing how you death roll your food.
All right, intro time.
Yep.
Hey, demon. And they're playing Aizu, the fire sonic crocodile. I mean alligator. Oh my gosh.
Did you just? Never mind.
All right then.
I'm not going to tease him because I want him to be able to speak since we're beginning session. Well, okay.
There he goes.
So much for that.
Alrighty, so I suppose it's time to begin then.
Yep.
Arr.
As for being theoretically pre-war, these facilities are overall potentially acceptable. Well, peculiar. That or simply just well maintained.
Probably well maintained considering the miniature civilization living inside of it.
It's true. But hey, the sensors somehow got your preferences decently well.
I mean, at least our species preferences are somewhat.
It was an attempt.
Enro is
So do you
absolutely good
think-
with Brahmin, but he's not going to eat a whole Brahmin whole. And he prefers it cooked.
I'm pretty sure for you, it just did a snake body weight to meal size conversion and went Brahmin.
It did mention consuming it whole.
It did.
Don't worry. Anything that you don't eat, the synths can handle.
And
Or
I'm
we
sure
could just
Lucinda
keep.
will appreciate leftovers.
Probably. Or we could keep it.
All possibilities. Ask them to shave it down and salt it, mayhaps.
Ah, yes.
Get some jerky.
Brahmin al pastor.
The question is, I guess, are we actually going out in the battlefield while everything's going on, or are we going to stay inside? I need to know where.
That's
sounded-
for you to decide.
I need to know where to set up the medical tent.
Wouldn't that be better to place inside?
You're going to very much so wish that it was closer if you're actually hit and bleeding out on a battlefield.
Fair enough. I'm not the doctor here.
It would be safer inside, that is for sure, but you don't always exactly get to choose where the best place is, so you typically just put it as close as you can to where things are happening, so you can drag people to it when they're down. I can do emergency services and keep somebody from dying, but if they need emergency surgeries, the tent is a little bit more comfortable.
But did you guys intend to go out?
That's the question, because we were kind of toying with that radio idea. Obviously, the Brotherhood of Steel is robophobic, so can't really show half of our faces. But with the pincer attack of the Sandmen combined with a convincing radio call, we could get them to back down. That or we help with the pincer attack, though. That does fully expose us to a lot of very nasty laser weapons and fisty things.
It really depends what they're actually sending against this facility right now. If it's a small force, then it probably won't be too bad so long as no one sufficiently powerful is on the other side. At least for a short engagement. On the other hand, it would be much safer to stay in here. I just
Would
also
be.
don't fancy the chances of sitting back and doing nothing, regardless.
I look forward to the ability to possibly save the life of a Brotherhood of Steel member. Nothing makes me smile
This-
more than malicious healing.
Malicious healing?
They don't take kindly to it.
They absolutely tend to hate the fact that they were healed by a robotic entity.
Oh, good old little bit of the Scoot and Fruity. Okay.
Especially since usually I tell people to take their weapons and armor. I'm not getting shot. So congratulations on living. SWAT to the butt. Get on going there, you jerk.
And how often do they turn around and try swinging at you again?
Surprisingly,
It depends how self-em.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
They both start talking and then they both simultaneously go ahead.
We were probably about to make the same joke, so go ahead.
Hey, you were the
The
one
Brain
originally
Cell
talking
Brothers,
about it.
everybody.
It's the curse.
It's funnier that we stop here, actually, and then the radio chatter starts up as we try to figure out who was going to say what and if it was the same joke or a different joke or worth saying. But I believe the time has now passed. Thank you, Gabby, for the 10 months. Thank you, Cockeye.
Should I cook the ramen?
They're not stopping you from operating their kitchens if you wish.
Thank you, Oki, for the tier 1 sub, and, oh, there's the hype train. Thank you, Viv, for the 49 months. I do believe Venroad would appreciate it. If you did, Isel.
I did that not play sound. Yes. I would definitely appreciate that.
Aizel's gonna
That type train already. Oh no, it's still.
Is level 1 completed.
Also, thank
It's
you for
leveled up.
the sub there with Bezos bucks there, Viv.
Most welcome.
Isel's gonna attempt to cut up the Brahmin and cook some.
All right. Now, what are you trying to make it into?
Hmm. So, any particular way you want me to cook this?
I mean, if no one else,
Oh,
if
right.
no one
That would
else,
be. I
know.
am up for this. I am just going to be a little slow on the uptake. I have no real preference on that. Let's see what you can do.
Alrighty.
Also, due to the antics with the scale, there's enough salt on the pile here that you could do whatever you want with it. Go on ahead. My mouth's already desiccated from having a fistful of it.
You did.
Isel's just gonna look at Sprocket.
The mountain that fully obscured Sprocket is notably lower now.
Let me guess, there's also no sign of any lead left in the pile.
They never gave me any. What are you talking about? Smile.
it's like when someone has a favorite part of a mixed trail nut bag and they go and search out all of that in particular first and declare they're not hungry afterwards.
Well, it's up to you, Hazel. What you making? You have a Brahmin and salt, apparently.
I mean, if you give him half a second of just sitting there considering, Hex will slowly slide over a vial.
What is the vial?
Hot sauce.
It's literally just it's a vial that's just labeled spice -7.
Oh no.
RGB's not going to say a word about this. He's just going to let this happen.
Use it or don't use it. You have been handed an ingredient.
Isel's just gonna look at it. Uh. Oh no, this is gonna be a terrible idea. He's gonna sprinkle a little bit on one of his claws and just do a taste.
That is what he would consider to be a 7 out of 10 spice level. So for normal people, it's probably extremely spicy.
Oh no.
So whatever you want to do with that, with Isel's reaction to that, go ahead.
You know, I wanna Let's
Roll
see
an
how well
integrity
he.
check.
You can always
Yeah.
put a vigor integrity check in order to figure out how well he's handling it.
Yeah, that's what I
Treat it
was
like an
gonna
actual
do. I was
poison.
gonna do like a. Oh, this is gonna go great.
Oh boy, let's see.
Oh, he's actually handling it well.
Makes sense. The cook's pretty resistant.
Huh. Okay. Not bad. Alright, apparently, salt, meat, and the spice. He's the steak.
Yeah, spice dash 7.
He's gonna
Spice number
attempt to
7,
make a
depending
steak.
on how you wanna call it. Yeah, go ahead.
Spicy Brahmin steak.
Chile con Brahmin.
Uh, one-
Did the Gimmon just roll that?
I hear given noises.
the demon is figuring out his role.
Ah, the processing noises, right?
Uh. Oh boy. Hmm.
I mean, do you want assistance?
Yeah. I'll take his distance.
All right, cool. Take 3 craft.
If you want the teamwork, you may take it. The synth twins will flank you and assist you in your cooking.
Spice has enticed them.
You know, I'm sure it won't be distracting for Isel at all to be sandwiched between 2 massive synths.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be a total of 4 more dice from the twins.
Yeah, and you got 3 out of it. You okay there, Blue Bat?
I think a lot of people got splash damage from the cooking channel feature, a gator stuck between 2 synths.
So yeah. Spiced steak. Spicy salted steak. And he's gonna serve it to the Venro.
All right. Pull up my new character sheet.
Also, this is a question for Blue Bat's absolutely wholesome sake. Would you say that the gel tails of the synths is like room temperature or colder?
I'm afraid where you're going with this.
Yeah, like I want to know where you're going with that.
Oh, just whether or not like being like touching the synth tails would be a cooling effect or a warming effect.
It'd be the same external temperature as the rest of their body, so probably like
Okay.
you know, you're gonna feel like you're touching metal, so it sort of depends about the rest of the like ambient temperature.
Okay, it's just Blue Bat said they need to hide in the freezer, so I wanted to see if just being near the gel sacks would be enough to cool someone down, but no, you are moderately warm. Gel jewels?
You know,
Jails?
I gotta mention Oki. What's that one phrase from Archer that we hear all the time? Right, phrasing.
God damn it.
Well, I'll leave it up to Enj on whether that's enough for Venro to eat this and enjoy, survive, and or die.
How much was
If it helps, spice number 7 is listed as being similar to jerk seasoning.
Oh.
Oh, that's it?
No,
okay.
not like the commercially available stuff here, like actual jerk seasoning.
That's it?
Yeah.
No,
You do know that like the better higher end jerk seasoning is like like 300,000 Scoville. It's like multiple times hotter than jalapenos.
Yeah, like that's about where my mind's placed it. Also, a ton
Like
of
not
warming
the
spice in it,
commercially
too.
available stuff here, like the actual traditional jerk seasoning.
dear.
Have you ever tried the
Okay,
actual?
where
like,
does it rate
traditional?
with where does it rate versus habanero?
About habanero?
It's within the range of habaneros, which are about like 100 to 300.
About the same amount of Scoville from habanero
So yeah,
peppers.
that's fine.
No, it basically so when it comes to Hex's spice ratings, it's more like decibels than it is just a linear scale.
When you say decibels, my only thought is he rates it based on some random person's volume when they scream after eating it.
No, but
I will say
in case
there's
people
a
don't
flaw
know
in
how
that
that
scale.
works, for decibel scales, like something being 70 decibels is like 10 times louder than something being 60 decibels.
So 8 would be 10 times more spicy than 7.
Yeah, and then 9 would be 10 times spicy than that. 7 is about the number that he's figured out that he can get away with handing without it causing problems, but it's still getting a lot of funny reactions if they aren't prepared.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
T_Garu tipped $5. Yum, tastes like burning.
Oh.
So rude. Thank you so much for that tip and your $5 your support there. Yeah, $5. That is the second tier completed. Thank you.
Well.
But yeah,
But anyways,
part of the
with that
part of
in
the reason I had
mind,
to go with that. Yeah, go ahead.
so with that in mind, what do you say there, Enja?
Let it pass. I think that's sufficient. Your mouth is hot, but you're fine.
Ah, this is actually really good. Thank you.
I keep telling people that spicy stuff needs to be more common. And then I give it to them, and usually they make
This
faces,
is
which are sufficiently
the
funny,
dankest
so I count it.
dungeon.
Fox Fiendaji tipped $5.27. Imagine you can't taste spicy, what does the spice taste like?
Whatever's behind the spicy.
Thank you for the tip, Box Fiend.
But yeah, part of the reason that I had to do my scaling this way, like out of game for him, was there's shit like the Carolina Reaper, which is just like over 2 million Scoville. So I'm just like, instead of going by actual Scoville, I'm just gonna do the decibel times 10 per rating.
Clever way of visualizing it. I like it.
Hex looks very
But
pleased, though,
generous
that
bestowal.
someone is actually eating the spice and enjoying it.
Jim and underscore tipped $10.67. Razim smile.
7.
Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about why using a decibel scale for spice is better than the other ways of doing it.
Thank you for the tip, Keeman. That is the 3rd tier of the tip goal completed.
Sprocket's going to look over at the steaks and be like, "So, mind if I give it a taste?"
Kind gesture.
Go right ahead. And Isel will hand Sprocket some.
Carl, thank
Sprocket
you
will-
so much for that tip.
We might see the higher ends of this one.
Which is
I did set
scary.
this one to $50 instead of the normal 100 because it just hasn't been making it very far, but
Hopefully. Sprocket, please botch. Please be the one to botch.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. That's exactly why. Sprocket is so full of mixed metals right now, actual flavor may kill him.
We have
Isel.
we have a good way of encouraging a botch more. If you really want to, you can roll and then just reverse boost a bunch of shit until you're almost guaranteed to fail. It
Isel,
doesn't
that
give you
only-
the it doesn't give you
He-
the extra dice, but it does give you the funny botch result.
yeah. I saw 2 ones and yep.
Yeah, I
I
think the dice have spoken.
I think you need to get rid of that 10 for extra funny. You won't get extra
So
dice.
what
out
would
of
that?
Bestowal.
Sorry, what'd you say? I wouldn't get extra
Frosty
dice,
Bite
or I would?
266 tip $10.
Frosty Bite, thank you so much for that tip.
Yeah, so the way that this works is it counts as modifying your roll, so you don't get the botch EX dice. But what it does do is if you're missing boost die, like from this session, doing a reverse boost lets you reclaim 1 boost. So it
in this
doesn't give
one,
you
it
a
just-
permanently sticking around. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a wash since it's 1 for 1. But if I were to do more intense things, it would then lean it more in one direction.
This
Okay.
is
Yeah. Plus,
the
it doesn't
dankest
cost a boost to
dungeon.
use it. It reclaims a boost.
Okifu tipped $5.67. Spicy 7.
Thank you, Oki. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you, everybody.
This one.
Oh boy. But yeah, so what you can do is you can reverse soul boost, and what you do is you re-roll a 10.
Yep, that's you know what? That's what we're gonna do because a pirate is free, and
Yep.
I am a sprocket.
It doesn't give you anything technically right now, but it does give you a funny botch result.
It does, and we're in it to win it.
This is the first time of a character intentionally trying to get themselves to botch. And there it
This
is.
is a
I mean, I've done
negative
it plenty
2
of
in
times. It's
total.
just that usually my luck is funny, so it just goes with it.
I mean, a 0 is
We've got a
funny.
negative. Yeah, this is a negative 2 on Sprocket's spice tolerance right now.
Have fun, Ninja.
All right. So, -2 total, eh?
A.
Well, Sprocket. You've eaten a lot of things in your lifetime. A lot of things that you do remember. However, you're taken back, and you're not sure that you recall this memory. But you're somewhere else, and you look up as you see a star above you explode, and the ground starts to shake and rock under your feet. Oh, you need to go.
What?
Run, bitch.
Rocket, to where? Is this a fugue state? Rocket runs.
You run as fast as you possibly can. You are not paying attention to where you go, but after a point, a wall of plasma comes up behind you, and you find yourself back in reality upon the floor, feeling your entire body burning for some reason.
Oh my god. It burns, it burns, it burns.
You see, that's what I usually get, and it's very funny.
My skin.
Oh, that's new.
Can I see? Everything's dark. Wait, I think I can see again. Where am I?
Factory.
Not on an exploding sun. Okay.
Oh, that's new. A full-on hallucination event from Spice. We usually don't get people screaming about their skin until they inevitably forget to wash their hands before touching their eye.
Usually that part, yes.
I'm not sure
Okay.
that would be Rocket.
Yeah, but washing the hands is a good suggestion, even if my eyes can't burn. Oh, that was tasty. Well, I could taste it.
Isol's just looking between Venro and Sprocket's reaction.
Enro is just going to shrug.
You see, Venro's from the south, where spice is more common. Sprocket is obviously from the north.
Honestly, with that kind of reaction, the Sprocket's from Britain.
I was about to say.
And then Isol's looking towards Lucinda.
Lucinda's not
You
there.
want some? Oh, she isn't? Okay.
No, she got told to stay behind. By
Yeah, she hasn't
Lavina.
came back yet.
Isol's gonna save some for Lucinda then.
I mean, Hex is definitely eating his. It's spicy, of course he's gonna eat it.
Dr. RGB will also join.
Hey. Get wrecked,
Hex
Mala.
will just reach over and just like pour out a bit of a bottle on top of it. It's just a bottle of grease.
Hell yeah.
He's tore apart a couple machines today already.
And 0% lead.
Yes, no lead whatsoever.
Not like we'd ever find any.
Brock is just going to lay on the ground until it's time for everybody to finish eating and get up. There will be a sprocket-shaped sweat stain on the ground.
So, Sprocket, is this a sign that you want to try number 8 next time?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, noted.
I'll make sure to get the zappers ready.
My brain's not doing so good. Is 8 a higher number or lower number than 7 right in this world?
higher.
Yes, definitely. Sure.
What did you say, Inja, by the way?
Let the capsaicins take you away to Magic Land.
I didn't know we were encouraging people to, Never mind.
By spice level 10, Sprocket will see an entire pantheon of gods. They will
He'll
all
make
be in his
contact
own
with the
mind.
spice gods that will find him
Yep.
wanting.
You have not passed the test, child. You may not enter.
You're where?
Instead of Nirvana, it's Spicevana. You are unworthy to enter Spicevana as you are.
Now I'm just imagining an anthropomorphized Carolina Reaper Pepper as the Grim Reaper, with just a really long curled red nose.
So about that fight that we're in for.
Yeah, I know, right? Now he's ready for the suffering.
Adrenaline primed, ready to go.
You could get more information since these are the ones that are actively fighting against them. They've probably got some information.
They probably do. Honestly, one of the things we're probably waiting for in character was Lucinda hasn't gotten a chance to eat.
Yep.
Understandable.
So
Lucinda,
we're probably waiting for
they
her to get done with her thing.
many questions for you, and eventually you have to answer. Eventually you do get to answer at least most of them.
I figured as much. Lucinda will be explaining as, best as she can. But, yeah, at the very least, she can, if Lavina is capable of magic herself, she can, attempt to teach a word or two.
Oh, she is capable after she starts getting the theory down. And she does seem to be considering spreading these teachings. But she has an idea.
Oh boy.
As she's going to ask you how you learned.
Well, part of it was books that I read, and the fact that I have an inner reservoir of like radioactive energy that I tap into, have the effects happen. Sort of a combination of the two. It wasn't any like proper structured learning.
She'll nod. And consider that this magic is similar once the theory is properly applied to other things. And so she's going to try something in front of you.
Oh boy.
Something that she's going to replicate with what she saw inside of Sprocket. As she's going to try casting a mass. Lucinda,
Yes.
You watch as she is successful with this casting. However, she from you it was drawn, and now there is a small concentration of radioactive energy.
Oh boy.
And she's going to tell you to take it.
Uh, take it as like, as in like absorb it or use it for something.
Take the energy.
Okay. Lucinda will stretch a hand out and attempt to, I guess, absorb it. Take control of it.
Air
what am I-
quotes. She is quietly waiting for you to succeed in casting the spell.
Does she want me to cast a mass, or
Yes.
I don't have that word?
Then watch me closely, as you might be able to pick up a mass 1 at a discount.
Okay.
It will be 5 EXP off.
Okay. If it's 5 EXP off, I think I can legitimately afford that right now. At least at tier 1.
Yep.
Okay. I have exactly 8 XP, and it would be 13, but there's a discount. Cool.
Lucinda.
Yes. Okay. I have that now.
Through teaching, your own magical abilities have increased.
Huzzah!
And this might be a slightly foundational step towards harvesting a lot of radioactive energy, perhaps even temporarily cleansing some areas.
That couldn't possibly ever be useful in a place like Fallout.
But never go wrong either.
Yeah, nothing could ever go wrong.
Don't watch.
Hopefully,
This
no factions
spell
learn about the
requires
living filter.
concentration.
So I may have holding maximum of. Okay, so I guess I use a mass and attempt to, I guess, amass the motes that he has available.
Yep. But for this case, you will be taking the ball of radioactive energy that Lavinia had gathered from you. It's back in your hand and your control.
Huh.
You could use this to technically cast higher or more than your natural capacity.
Ooh. How many motes did she take?
6.
Okay. Which means that gives me 15 that I can use. She even. Eh? Unfortunately, my power cap is not that big. But we can, I guess, create mundane something for a little while. Because nothing else really does anything here.
You will be released as she's going to be thinking about this for a while, but perhaps you can trade notes with when you meet again.
That would be excellent. I could make a tier 5 item for 5 minutes.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Let's go. I don't know what I don't know what that tier set is even for. A mundane item. What counts as a mundane item?
Basically anything that isn't magical in nature itself.
Okay, so she could like make a weapon then, or armor. It's just not particularly fancy.
Yeah.
Huh.
When it comes to mundane, it just wouldn't count as like a magical item,
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
even though it's made of magic.
Well, yeah, she used all the magic to make the item, not to enchant it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Why?
Okay, that's pretty neat. Well, I guess now she has a, I don't know, a tier 5 helmet for the next 5 minutes. Huzzah. Which is better than anything she's made before, so that's pretty cool.
Tier 5 helmet?
I don't know, she said mundane item.
It lasts for a couple minutes and that's it.
Yeah.
We might want to put some more guidelines on that.
That's
It's
why
my
we're
thought was-
playtesting.
Yes, that's why we're playtesting.
You're welcome.
Because being able to create, tier 5 armor at, we're pretty.
To be
we're
fair-
tier 1, aren't we?
To be fair, that cost all 15 motes that we had. That is including what was a map. So that's the one thing she can do for that. It's a mundane item with no special property.
It is just a helmet. It's your quintessential spaceman helmet. There we go.
Oh wait, it's not actually armor.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just-
Never mind then.
It's just a helmet, but you could use that for narrative shit.
Again, I am slow today. I apologize. I heard armor before, or weapon and armor before, so I'm like, carry on, everybody. I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's just a mundane object. If you want to do that kind of shit, you need to start getting into duplicate or something, which is like 10 times tier cost.
It'll be a while before we get to that one. Don't worry. Cool. She makes a fancy spaceman helmet. Yes.
so
I
made
assume
synth in a
that's-
space helmet. Epic.
Yep. I assume that is all Lavina needed from her for now.
Yep.
Woo.
It's time for it's time for you to go eat.
Hell yeah, we love that. So now she's going to do we have Lucinda do the funny
If
the
you
funny
want.
scanner?
Why wouldn't you?
If you want, it's right
Yeah,
there. We
sure,
definitely
let's
tell
do
you
it.
about it.
She's gonna go see what the scanner says about her.
Please say glitter.
Glitter's a disease, my guy.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, what would a machine think of magic? Like, if I were a machine, I would think like glitter, just offering a vacuum, like the concept of a vacuum of space. Like, what else would be magical?
Sprocket's not allowed to cook for the party. Understood.
Imagine that. All right. So we step on the scanner. Provided, it's not down for maintenance after what the others did with it.
Did
It
get
sure
abused
did.
pretty thoroughly.
I
So,
wonder how confused it'll be with Deathclaw.
ooh. Well, you place your hand upon it. It's uh it's trying. It does seem to be recommending like meat. But then it recommends corpses, and then starts specifically recommending the Brotherhood of Steel
Oh, but
before also recommending mushrooms.
Well, some of these are correct-ish.
And then it recommends Deathclaw. However, they do not have any in stock.
No Deathclaws in stock? What a
it's a good thing these aren't kobolds, because I could imagine them filtering out, grabbing your tail, and offering it up to you and walking away.
The kitchen seems confused, as if it's pondering: should they have been collecting the attackers' corpses?
No. I don't actually wish to eat Brotherhood of Steel people.
You gotta get them out of the tin can first. Not that I'm saying to eat people, but
Anyways, we have properly spiced Brahmin over here. Do you want some?
Yes. Yes, I do. That sounds
Less problematic. Less morally gray.
yeah. I just happen to enjoy Brahmin.
Who doesn't?
So she will walk over and get her own plate of cooked and spiced Brahmin.
And Isel will hand Lucinda some of the spiced ramen, spice salted ramen steak when she returns to the area.
Excellent.
So now we discuss the plans. Maybe.
Well, we need to do something. And we already kind of agreed that going and leaving and just hoping that the Brotherhood of Steel problem gets dealt with is going to be problematic for us.
Both morally and, well, just I don't fancy their chances. The protos.
Yes. Which means that likely we're going to have to do something here. Whether it's preparing things inside so that way we can properly help if the Brotherhood makes actual progress into the building. That could be one thing. Or we could set up, wander out there, and start trying to help them more directly with the Brotherhood. Either way, that's a couple steps down the line, but it's going to be what we work towards. Is anyone feeling any particular way about this situation?
Sprocket's hand shoots up from the ground. You see it above the edge of the table.
I feel like no matter what, we're probably not going to be able to fully route, I think was the word used, the Brotherhood. So whatever we should do should be enough to spook them, and then we kind of talk them down, dissuade them. I don't know, make them look really juicy for enemy.
Wasn't the contract for them to be chased off, though?
We cheaped out for the pincer attack plan.
Well, yes, but it was still at the base for them to be routed. We just have to help.
Yeah, we're figuring out what that quote unquote help will be. I just fear a head on assault. I don't know about you, but power armor is kind of a scary concept.
It is tough to deal with.
Well, I guess we could ask our friends here, or well, the protogens, what sort of equipment the Brotherhood has been using.
I was going to ask them additional questions when we actually figured out what we wanted to be doing.
Do you believe that the additional questions and the answer therein would actually help people make their decision?
I think so, because if it's a whole standing army in power armor, then that tells me I want to be on the opposite side of whatever's going on. And if it's just people in normal clothes, whatever they're called, just normals, then that seems far more reasonable to beat them over the head, you know?
If I recall, they usually call those squires.
Ah, okay. The word squatter came to mind, and I knew it was wrong, so I didn't say it.
All right. You're nicer than I am, Hex. I'm going to let you ask the questions.
Well, all right.
Or we shake a sprocket at them. That seems to also work.
We can, but I also do not trust Sprocket to know the correct questions to ask. I feel like he would start asking questions and then get distracted halfway through.
I feel like that is a rude yet moderately accurate assessment of my capabilities.
So I think I'm going to go start asking questions. If anyone else has questions they want to ask, you can go ahead and follow me.
Rocket will hoist himself up on heat assaulted knees and wobble his way behind the doctor.
Cool. Anyone else feel like following behind?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just in case the questions that I have an idea.
Just
All
imagine
right.
the
Well,
steak is hanging from Lucinda's mouth.
Benro's been
No.
just chowing down on several of these steaks.
yep. But yeah, Hex is gonna go find one of the like red security ones. Since we know that there's at least a couple that aren't actively out there right now.
Ah, he's asking one of them.
Well, he's gonna go find one to ask them questions.
Ah, yes.
Because you figured that if any of them are going to know better about what the current status of everything is in fighting off the Brotherhood and what they're bringing to bear, it would probably be one of the red ones.
It's true.
That, and he can ask them if there's one that does specific tactical things that he might be better off asking and coordinating with. But he does at least know where to find a couple of them, considering
Yes, he
we
does.
passed by some on our way in, and there has been a couple around eating. So
They're scattered around, but they're primarily fixated around the entrances.
yep, but we only really need one of them. So
Yep. So,
yep, he's gonna go walk up to one of the red ones. This is one of the ones just standing around eating. What's he find in here?
all right. You can locate one easily enough, and it will like stand to slightly more attention as you approach Ally Hex and company.
Hello. Do you have a designation that you would prefer us using?
I have no strong preference, but I do have a designation.
All right. Well, in that case, we would like to know more about the external situation going on with the Brotherhood of Steel, such as the current amount that you have determined have been attacking, the strengths of those forces, any notable equipment they might have, things of that nature that would help us when making an informed decision about how best to support the effort here.
Hmm. We do have most of their designations. We can give you an exact number of their composition.
That would be helpful then.
However, one of them has identified themselves as a paladin.
That is problematic, but you did say it was only one of them.
Correct. They are also accompanied by a senior scribe and a small contingent of knights. They are also accompanied by what seem to be scribes and technical staff and lancers.
Did they not bother bringing any squires?
I believe I have stated that they have squires.
I said scribes.
Oh,
Before, like,
sorry.
Which,
Yeah, sorry. They have scribes and squires, along with lancers and knights. They also have a senior scribe.
Hey, if their primary battle force was scribes, we'd be in luck. We'd roll those
Well,
nerds
yeah, that's
over.
why I'm like taking note that they have a significant number of scribes with them.
Just throw a book at them; they'll be distracted.
But yes, if you want the exact number, they have 1 paladin, 1 senior scribe, a head knight, 10 knights, 12 squires, 4 lancers, 6 scribes, 2 combat medics, and 3 members of what they're identifying as some form of logistics crew.
All right, so just to double check, 1 paladin, 1 senior scribe, 1 head knight, / knight captain, 10 knights, 12 squires, 4 lancers, 6 scribes, 2 combat medics, 3 logistics crew.
Yes.
Also, I just got slightly distracted because World Cup USA goal. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go USA. All right, cool. Anyway. Hex is gonna frown a little bit. And then go, you mentioned that they have about 10 knights as well as a head knight and a paladin. I'm going to assume and double check with you. These are all equipped with their signature power armor, correct?
Not all of them. As our engagements have been going on, we have been inflicting damage upon them. Some suits of power armor have been rendered non-functional and non-repairable.
All right. How many suits of power armor still remain?
Including the ones held by the head knight and paladin, 8.
So the head knight and paladin still has their power armor, and 6 of the 10 knights do.
Correct. They probably
It's
have
quite a
less
bit.
active, but as some of them have managed to retreat while their power armor was still considered repairable.
All right. With this in mind, what sort of weaponry are they using?
Have they used?
Yes, what sort of weaponry are they using? In terms of, are they using kinetics? Do they have miniguns? Do they have laser rifles? What seems to be this particular group's current offensive makeup?
A mixture of laser and heavy miniguns. The paladin in particular, however, seems to also favor melee kinetic.
So the head paladin likes to stab people. Got it.
Or punch.
That too. All right. Have they been using any of their I forget what they call them, but the things they used to fly around?
They have not.
All right, well, at least they don't feel like risking them if they do have them.
No government goods.
Ah,
I had to decide whether or not Hex would bother remembering the names, and then thought of what the vertebrate's name was, and then just realizing no, he'd think that's dumb. He'd think that's a dumb name, so he wouldn't remember it. No shot. All right. Are they?
You know, uh, do you guys believe that you might be able to quickly process my venom into something that would be very harmful to them if ingested?
Yes.
Well,
We
I was
would
more
not.
meaning for the doctors here, but if you can do that,
If we can place it inside a vial and bring it to a founder, we can process it.
I could potentially sneak into their camp and, deliver it into their water supply.
We should probably mention, however, that their initial force was much larger. We have given you the remaining forces outside.
That is understandable. Those are the only forces that we currently have to worry about.
Seem to be the elite ones.
Benro shrugs. It was an idea to at least weaken them more.
It would work. I'm not sure if it would work in time for the pincer attack, though.
Yeah, we're down a few hours at this point. Though, with the pincer attack, they said there'd be a sandstorm. Do you think between Hex and I, we'd be able to sabotage some of the power armor in the scuffle? Disabled power armor is as good as useless. Big metal coffin, you know?
I don't think you realize how many backup systems those things have.
I wasn't thinking in a hacking sense. I was thinking more in a, jam up the joints kind of sense. Cover the mask, those sorts of things.
All right, but I will remind you that those things are... It's called power armor for a reason, and not just because it's powered.
Eh.
Either way, you'd have better luck with, I think, Venro with that. He could at least potentially get close to them without just getting shot up. But in order to appropriately do and make decisions on this, I need to ask a couple more questions in relation to this. Now that we've already determined some of this. Are they sticking around in one large group, or are they continuing to split off into battle groups?
I should inform you of one thing. The administrator unit has informed us to prepare her armor. If this is the major push to expel and break their fortification, she is considering being fielded.
This is understandable. But I do need to ask still, are they in one large group attempting to just shell the facility, or are they splitting off into battle groups in order to cover more area when it comes to the factory?
Initially, they had tried to encircle us. They do not have the remaining forces and are concentrated on one location now.
Okay, so they are all grouped up currently.
This is correct. Occasionally, one of our scouts engages one of theirs trying to resupply them. They have been given permission to engage. They have lost no small number of scribes in this fashion.
All right. Through what methods are they using to currently threaten the facility? Do they have some heavy guns set up in their fortification? Are they shelling us somehow? How is this currently being undertaken by them?
They have brought a large vehicle with them that has the capability of quite frankly tunneling through the walls.
Okay. So they have no current ranged shelling that they are doing.
They do not. When they're engaging in a major push, they will charge alongside the vehicle, and we have to choose whether to focus fire upon the vehicle or continue to reduce their numbers.
Have you noticed any sort of... So you mentioned that they have logistics crew. Have you seen them offloading any sort of external shipments?
Yes.
So they are currently being resupplied from elsewhere.
Such seems to be the case. However, they seem to be wanting to attempt to take this facility.
Oh, we don't need to worry about too much collateral damage from them then. Yes?
Such seems to be the case if they're taking such a method to specifically breach our defenses from one direction. It is not unlikely that they want our functional foundries.
All right.
Thanks.
Next question. You said one of them identified themselves as a paladin. Did this paladin give a name?
They did.
So, an unnamed paladin.
No. They identified themselves as Gideon Ward.
All right, cool. Just to check, is this a name that Hex would recognize?
It is not a name that Hex would recognize.
All right, cool. If it's not a name he recognizes at all, then he won't have anything to do with that. He just wanted to check to see if the paladin was named and if potentially he recognized them.
Fair enough. This paladin is a proud paladin.
Yeah, aren't they all?
I was about to say.
That's true. That describes all of them.
It's a requirement for the role. Fanatical zeal and all that.
Interestingly, they when we were initially surrounded, they asked us to quietly stand down. We knew of the Brotherhood of Steel, however, and did not think that such a thing would lead to high chances of survival, so we declined. They have made no further attempts to engage in a air quotes peaceful resolution. I believe he is out for blood now.
That sounds about correct. Are the combat medics wearing any sort of identifiable marking, or have you determined them based on their actions?
We determine them based on their actions. They are usually standing at most behind one or two paladins at all times. Or
least they're down to one
perhaps it is.
paladin.
Sorry. Knights.
Yeah, I figured they meant knights. All right. So, with that in mind, in total, we have one paladin named Gideon Ward who has a melee preference. There is a senior scribe who is here for reasons currently not related to the actual fighting. There is one head knight. There is a total of 10 knights, only 6 of which that still have their power armor. 12 squires to back them up. 4 lancers, which are seeing questionable use considering that they are not using any of the any of the flying contraptions they use. 6 additional
Now
scribes that are mostly.
trying not to use the knowledge out of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, me trying not to use proper terms when I already determined that Hex found that particular proper term stupid and forgot it.
Just hates birds.
No, it's just because Verbird's a dumb name.
Let's just call them what they are, government birds.
Exactly. Sprocket called him.
2 combat medics, which have to be identified based off of where they're standing and what they're doing, and then 3 logistics crew that are shoveling in and offloading stuff from outside of this current combat. They're using a mix of miniguns and laser weapons when they're actually using weapons, and they're attempting to breach the facility by use of what is effectively a large drill. Is that an accurate summation of the current status?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I believe that I will go and confer with my fellows more about which role we're going to take in all of this.
Oh, I actually have one question before we go. This vehicle, is it a wheelie one? Does it have treads? Have you guys tried like trapping it or digging a hole for it to fall into?
We have made attempts. It has treads.
Got it. Well, that plan's off the list. Sleep tight, Merle.
Good night, Merle.
Okay, out of character, that's a lot of information, and it's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a huge fucking force.
This
We
is a
do have
contingent.
we do have help coming, and have we actually asked how many of them we have on our side here? The security people.
You've never asked for their numbers.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's also because, well, we weren't exactly ever planning on just like standing on the front line next to them in particular, from what I knew, so I never asked about it. If you want to, though, you could ask them.
Yeah. So how many of you are there left? like your forces that are combat capable.
Ah, combat capable. We have a remainder of 46 combat units and four no. Let me check my notes. Yes, 46 combat units and 32 scout units. Numerically, we mu- we would likely be able to overwhelm them with force, but it would incur losses. We are trying to keep those at a minimum. So our current tactic is to keep being on the defensive. It keeps our losses at a minimum, as we've only lost 4 since this engagement has begun. That, and when it comes to attrition, we also have the upper hand.
A long, drawn out fight means that they could get reinforcements at any time, which is tilting things in their favor if that were to happen.
Hmm. That is correct. Perhaps we should try to be more decisive then.
Well, that's what the next few hours are for. Oh boy, we signed up for some real shit.
Oopsie, I signed up for war.
I conscripted myself.
You
Good
did.
job.
I mean, look, there was a
I-
reason why Hex didn't ask about the things, because he didn't even think we would want to like stand in frontline bullshit with this.
Yeah, like
Not
Both
when
in
there's a
and-
paladin around.
Yeah, no, like fuck.
yeah, this is a dissuade or sabotage situation. I don't think in any world fighting will win ever.
Yeah, no, like he was thinking like, all right, cool. So since the salmon are gonna cause a sandstorm thing to happen, then we could get in and do a little bit when it's not when it's not massive visibility and a hope to God that the paladin doesn't find us.
Yeah. Now, that's what I was suggesting with the sabotage is like just anything to take at least a couple of the knights and hopefully the paladin out of tip-top fighting conditions so the swarm could get them. But I guess we could bring it back to the table, where I imagine the last few who did not join us are still stuffing their faces.
Well, you see, the thing is that there's one brother with each of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, right.
Venro
Radio,
did-
brain cell time.
For the record, Venro did go with to talk
Yeah,
with them.
he took his food with.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
took the
Iso
food
and
with
RGB were
him.
left behind.
But yeah, what are we like out of game? What are we feeling here?
Well, this is sticky. The best out of character, the best option we have if we want to engage at all is to join in the Sandmen's surprise hit and then pull away when they start to. Just do as much damage as possible and then go.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Which
It's just
isn't
what we do during that chaos is what's important.
yeah.
Yeah, and I guess we could see if they want to like also join in as a third pincer for that, the protogens, because that at the very least would likely get the paladin's attention.
Yeah, I believe the big lady up top there was tempted to show up herself, so they seem to
Yeah.
have already be mobilizing.
Yeah, I think she counts as our vehicle, so it'll be vehicle versus vehicle, and then the swarm versus the knights.
She is likely an upper lethality class, so true.
I was thinking in sheer mass. She is like building sized.
So the synth twins and her go on to take on the vehicle, and the rest of y'all have fun at the army.
It's
All
not
right, time
like
to suplex the ghost train.
it's not like Lucinda has made the lady any less dangerous.
True.
Thanks, Sodden.
But yeah, so like from the sounds of it, they have like 8 people left that are currently capable of using their bigger, stronger guns. And only one of them was described as being a melee specialist, and that's the paladin. So like, we don't want to be fighting him anyway. That man would just rock our shit instantly.
Yeah. I am thinking of a 4-letter word, and that word is bomb. Set up something explosive during the chaos, set it off as it finishes, and hopefully that'll reduce them down enough that our wave of people will be able to take them out.
I mean, if we're
imagine
gonna do
with the
bombs, we
foundry-
might as well put it on like the engines of the drill or something.
Yeah, I think that's also a good way, because they said that trapping it didn't work previously. Because Sprocket, with his ferocious but fragile specialty, would probably be able to make some pretty nasty shrapnel bombs, or just anything to really disable things.
I'm sure Venro could also help with his, ammo making specialty, ammo crafting.
I'm pretty sure Sprocket ate a fistful of gunpowder today, so they certainly have that at the foundry. Because that's an important question since we haven't seen it, though it's very fair if this wants to be get closer to the chest. Does Lucina offer any specific magical abilities that might help with this fray, as we're discussing over the radio?
Viv?
Sorry, what? I didn't realize that my name was.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. What I'd asked was, does Lucinda have any magical abilities they would like to declare or say that they have that would help with this big fight? Understandable if you don't want to declare any.
Unfortunately, nothing Lucinda has access to currently is particularly useful. Like, she can give a little bit of preventative HP, and she can deal direct damage.
Yeah, she's kind of an early game magic user.
Like,
So
I
great
can.
when the fight breaks out.
Yep, I mean, I can do some knockback, and I can hit people with basic type damage and necrotic damage.
Okay. That's good to know. So if it does come to a fight, we do have a ton of support between RGB, Hex, Lucinda. Sprocket has some self-sustain. But that's what we're trying to avoid.
It'll be more problematic than anything if we needed to use all that shit. But we might need to anyway.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the plan is to pull a zigzag, break in and set us up the bomb.
Yep.
I mean,
Set
if we
them up
have
the
a bomb. If we have a bomb. We could probably ask for one, provided any of us knows how to use bombs.
While Sprocket does not have a dedicated bomb mastery, he has made things go boom many times and knows what makes boom happen more often than not. Like his specialty in crafting is the ferocious but fragile, which I've envisioned as like he is great at fragmentation, he is great at making one-hit wonders, explosives, but he's not specifically keyed in. I know how to make C4.
Well, there's a difference between being able to make a bomb and knowing how to like set a bomb without it blowing up.
See, that's the part
That's
he
more
wouldn't be
what
the
I'm
best
worried
at.
about. I don't know if we have anyone that knows how to set a bomb if we want to use a bomb for this.
I mean, in a roundabout way, a bullet is kind of a controlled bomb.
Yeah, but this isn't about the building of it. This is about being able to set it without the whole damn thing going off.
Yeah, like is it
Because
radio
I'm
activated?
more
Is
worried
it pressure
about one of us.
activated?
I'm more worried about one of us trying to activate the bomb, fucking up, and then having the bomb go off in our own face.
It would never happen.
E.g., the safe option is just to do a surprise attack, do as much damage as possible, and try to disable the vehicle in the meantime.
Yeah. Hex is gonna think for a second and then go, you know, considering everything, it might do and be the best possible thing in order to remove as much of the knight support as possible with our particular attempt with this. Because if we remove the knight support, they aren't going to continue being able to make these sorts of pushes. And it wouldn't get rid of the majority of the power of the Brotherhood. They definitely just come back later. But it would definitely buy the factory time to prepare, maybe get some upgrades and some additional defenses. After all, we're just looking to get them away.
To suck eggs.
Uh-oh. What is this?
Probably a problem. Or a boom.
Or a solution. We can hope it's a solution.
Oh, so it's all called the problem and solution too.
Exactly. Maybe our buddy Molotov is going to give us a cocktail. That's a bomb Sprocket knows how to set off properly.
Arguably a hard one to not understand the basic mechanics of, but
Again, we're not worried about making a bomb that can go off. We're worried about making a bomb that we set and goes off at the right time when we want it to.
Yeah.
Well, I sent the influence to you, Enja.
Wait. Understandable. I accept this.
Concern.
It seems that the caretakers want to pitch in.
Neat.
Mm.
How are people feeling about Hex's side goal or alternate primary goal of remove as much support staff from the knights as possible?
That seemed reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, what are we going to do if we go out there when the Sandmen show up and we end up running into a knight or two? We're gonna adopt a thing where we don't even try and fight them. Or are we gonna try and do a thing where if it's only one or two of them, we can make an attempt and see how it goes? What are we feeling here?
I think a single isolated knight we could gang up on. It'll be brutal, but we could probably overcome that as a 6v1.
All right. And what if there's two?
Run away. Preferably behind a cover. Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of something reasonable that could be used to disable power armor that wouldn't be killing the person. Not out of like a pacifist frame of mind, but more out of a what kind of contraption, doohickey, etc., could be used to deal with power armor in a novel way. And like I can think of several minor ones that would work for a short period of time, but that's really as much as I can think that's reasonable at Sprocket's current skill levels.
I won't be of much use against those in power armor. My specialty is more fleshy things. But I could at least probably do a good bit of damage to their the others that don't have power.
Yeah, the support staff we're actually going after. You know what might be useful is having Venro scout slightly ahead in order to find support staff that don't have a knight nearby. And then inform us of that so that way we can follow behind and only attack in places that don't have the knights. Or if it is a knight, obviously one of the non-power armored knights.
That's smart. Do you think the sandstorm would make it dark enough for Lucinda to do their freaky shadow stuff?
Depends on the
It won't-
severity of the sandstorm.
If it is severe enough, it will block out light.
Because Lucinda and Venro together could knock out any of the technical staff just easy peasy, I'd imagine. A bite and a claw, and, well, that's it.
Well, yes, unless they run into some of the squires.
Yeah.
The scribes and all that wouldn't be a problem with that sort of thing. The squires could likely fight back, though.
This is an alternative option. Bearing in mind that I am a non-combatant and will not be participating in combat functions unless I'm shot at first. Have we considered taking the vehicle and just driving it at them?
What, just like trying to run them over?
I can't say that I'm a medic, but I can say if their vehicle is a problem, commandeering it makes it less of a problem. What you guys choose to do with it afterwards is your choice. I will
It's a
simply
devilish
stand back.
idea.
Do any of you know how to work drills and drive vehicles?
Nope.
I do have some experience. Not much, but I could probably figure it out. In other words, I've got no specialties, but I do have 2 dots of navigation, so at least carry me somewhere.
Whether it's the correct location is a different matter.
That's a future Zim problem. Or Venro
Yeah.
problem, I suppose.
I would offer
This-
assistance, but if violence is incurred, I have to step back.
I will say the skill floor drastically drops when your goal is to hit something instead of avoid something.
Well, yeah, but you also
True.
have to keep in mind that we're gonna have to turn the drill around. Like we'd have to get into the drill, take care of any enemies inside, figure out the controls to it, and then turn it around successfully and have it go towards the enemy, which isn't
Well,
impossible.
As far as that goes, Venro's got a dot in technology and 2 dots in navigation, which would both lend towards figuring out and doing that.
Yeah, I have a couple dots in technology, obviously, but it is an option. I think we could keep that on the list for if we find the drill without the paladin and the knights being right next to it, like the guy said that they tend to be.
If the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah. I'm fine doing that as an opportunistic thing. I don't know about that being a main objective. I think we should still stick with the remove support staff to make siege untenable. After all, we don't gotta just, like, kill everyone here. We just need to, like, break the siege.
Yeah.
And if we get rid of a bunch of squires and scribes and logistics people, then the knights are gonna have a problem.
Though, revisiting the bomb idea, since I think more a vehicle, what if instead of a bomb, I made a canister that, when a lot of pressure is applied, i.e., a tread rolls over it, blades inside of it are pressed outward. I know it doesn't pop like a wheel, but enough horizontal cutty cut will go through a metal tread decently enough.
Landmines are typically an unwise idea in an active battle situation. They tend to hurt just as many friendlies as enemies. I unfortunately know this already.
Not a mine, more like a doctor's like the thingy, the needles that automatically pop out when you press them against something.
Hypodermic needle. Out of character, I forgot the word for it the moment you said that.
A lancet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I went to go save my brain's like
describing-
word.
Yeah, is a lancet, but a blade to cut the tread as it passes over it. So not something that'd be triggered by somebody stepping on it, but just basically like just a tin can or a trash can that's been repurposed with blades inside of it, so that in the scuffle, if the thing's moving forward, a tread could get cut.
That would be kind of awkward to place in the middle of a fight, though.
Yeah. Sandstorm makes things both easier and harder, because it will have to be in the kind of no man's land in the center.
Yep, and you have to hope that you can both get it in front of the thing and then move out of the way before it gets.
Isel, we haven't heard from you. Do you have any input at all?
Not really.
So we have main plan and attack the canner fodder, basically, because let's face it, they're Brotherhood of Steel. The scribes and the squires. With an opportunistic plan of stealing the drill if possible. If presented.
And the proto-Tojins have agreed to be a part of the pincer attack, yes?
Well, it seems like they're planning on it.
Okay. That
Miss Admin's already suiting up for it.
And
well, they said she's potentially considering doing it.
Yeah.
She hasn't We haven't heard that there's a guarantee.
They are prepping for armor, though.
Well, if we can take out enough of their support staff, hopefully it won't matter one way or the other. So, we're going to be, at least Vinro and I will be attempting to flank and take out their backline then.
Like you are our scouts.
Well, at least scouting so that way, if you find lone people, you can take them out. And then if you find a bigger group without a knight, you can inform us, and then we can move in as a group.
Okay.
Side thing here. I gotta say, at least that viewer bot thing was self-aware.
Oh,
His name was Prestigious Hassle.
It
at least was self-aware.
Can't forget that important part of the name.
the Kufja.
Yeah, 5 you kisses. I will say, since any explosives and or unmanned devices are off the table for our own safety, I am really skilled at finding weak points and deconstructing things. So if anything were to be stopped, I could probably damage it, at least to a point where it needs to be repaired or needs somebody to come look at it, either for distraction purposes or disabling purposes.
If we run across infrastructure, I don't think we'll stop you.
As long as it doesn't belong to the factory, I don't care.
A screwdriver and a pair of very sharp pliers have appeared in Sprocket's hands.
I apologize that I won't be as helpful in this particular endeavor. It sounds like I will just be a tag along to make sure nobody dies.
As always, that is more important than anything.
Yeah, it's, you won't be making holes, but you'll be patching them up. And no, I like keeping my blood inside of me.
That reminds me, everybody
Especially
has
around Bloodmancer Geemond.
Please, Izul, don't turn me into a wheelchair. Please.
Just for a little bit of context for the viewers out there, Geeman was doing the quotes before stream and stuff today, and apparently it was just the quotes have decided that Geeman is a bloodmancer and can turn blood into wheelchairs.
Oh. Okay.
And just to check, everybody still has their requisited health needles that I provided them earlier.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Yep, I didn't eat it.
Please don't. I only have so many hypodermic needles that are that particular function.
Also, what a quote there, Key. Just like what he was pulling for.
The foreshadowing quotes have been very dark today.
That's just the quote bot in general.
Yeah, it just do that.
It either does that or sometimes, if you're lucky, it'll be a sex joke. It saves the nice thing for the strange periods where it makes no sense, because it must be amused by misplaced quotes.
Very true. Or if we're the luckiest, it's a mixture of dark humor and sex jokes.
There's something
that
I want to
one,
say,
you
but I'll
stinky.
get quotes, so I'm not going to. At least out of character, we have our plans.
Yep. We do have our plans. Why not?
Yay plan.
Nice.
I mean, that's acceptable at least. I'm not. I can't finish the sentence. I can't. I'm not allowed to. So, Enja,
Yeah.
sounds like we have our plans.
So you do.
How horribly are they going to fall apart as soon as we get into this?
Well, I guess that really depends. Are you going to be doing this before or during the sandstorm?
I believe the plan was during.
Very
Somebody
well.
correct me
You
if
have
I'm
a
wrong.
2-hour window.
The best way to go unnoticed would be during the sandstorm.
Understandable.
I suppose we should confer with the security protogen about how they're going to be. What's the word?
How they're
What their
staging
plan
defenses.
is. Like, are they going to be like being more aggressive or defensive during? I suppose it would have to be more on the aggressive end because we're doing a pincer attack, but like, trying to think of what I wanted, what the exact words I wanted were, and I cannot find them. So, oh well. Words are gone.
The
worries.
security is going to be suiting up properly in heavy armor, and they will be doing a 2-stage attack where they basically simply line or walk in formation, point their guns forward, and just carpet the area.
Oh boy.
Oh, spray and pray. Got it.
Well, difficulty is going to be difficult during a sandstorm, so shoot everywhere. Following this, they will continue their formation and engage in melee.
Okay.
Understandable. May they be a large distraction for us.
Odds are we'll be more of a distraction for them.
Well, yeah, but I mean towards the big shots.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're trying to be right bastards. They need to. I don't want to see a paladin or even like a fully armored knight during this.
Well, not unless their power armor is jammed up with sand, and in which case I would love to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
Goal.
move?
Well, they're going to be considering this a successful attack if they can manage to push through far enough to find the vehicle and then personally destroy it during the sandstorm. That's the that's going to be basically their ultimate objective.
That's fair. Which is why we have that as a side objective if we can manage it. But you know.
And our main
We'll take
objective
what
is
we
to
can get.
mess up their supply, their tech support as much as possible.
Yep.
You can't
Especially
you
because
can't keep
they're
it running.
liable to need it after this.
Yeah, you can't keep your shit running if all of your tech support is dead.
We're crashing the furry plane. Got it.
Correct.
So, as the time approaches, you will get some confirmation. As it seems that some of the caretakers are prepping to open the ceiling hatches.
All right.
As Lavinia has confirmed that that she will be exiting the facility.
Oh boy.
Oh, mama.
Would you like to go say hello, or just continue with continue waiting?
I mean, that's liable to bring some attention, and we kind of don't want attention on us. So,
Well, she's not
Hex
outside.
is going to vote for
facility
we
yet.
can say hi after.
I don't think she's. I think she's still in the building. That's just how she's going to be leaving.
There were
These
some
Oh, I
are
thought that
No.
they were saying that since
No. They're prepping since these haven't been opened in a long time. The hallways are not sized for Lavinia.
So, why exactly is she exposing herself to gunfire and stuff?
apparently she's going to put on armor.
There's also like the big all or
That does
nothing
not
push.
change my question.
I mean, better than being shot to death in your own quarters where you can't fight back.
You could ask if you wish to know.
Sprock
You
is
know
going to
what?
bound over. Oh,
Yeah, I
no,
was saying
go ahead,
Lucinda's gonna head on over and at the very least wonder why she's risking herself when she's, I assume, the only admin.
Very well then. Lavinia
Thunder
is
will be
indeed
going with.
armored. In armor you have never seen before.
It's like super fancy stuff.
Yes. Because, one, it seems practically tailor made to her. Potentially unsurprising. But, another thing is that there seems to be electronic components under this armor.
Out of character, I'd laugh so hard if it was one of those armors that conceals you, makes you invisible.
I was thinking, does she have a giant Chinese stealth suit? I know we can't say the C word in the factory, but
Something about a giant invisible protogen amuses me, and I don't know why.
Okay, so she's
Roll
wearing
an
very fancy
investigation-
high.
Roll an
Oh.
investigation check if you want to try and get more. Or appraise potential.
I mean, sure, we'll roll an appraisal. Just because I want to roll some. Mostly appraising how effective the armor seems.
I mean, it looks tough. It looks tough. It's clean, but wait, did it just ripple?
Well, that's that's some fancy armor.
Ah, yes. It is.
I suppose
Do you
that's
need something?
I
Oh,
was mostly curious as to why you were going to be risking yourself in this fight, but with armor that looks that uh effective, it hopefully won't be that big of an issue.
well, I decided that since this is a major push, we should go with everything that we have. But don't worry, I'll not be charging into the sandstorm myself, quite. They're prepping something for me upstairs. I'm going to go do something I haven't done in a very long time. On the off chance, have you ever heard of a Gauss rifle?
Considering Lucinda has a whopping 0 in technology, the answer to this is a no. So Lucinda's going to shake her head and look very curious.
Well, it's going to be very fun because I think my sensors should be quite sufficient to at least tell when the soldiers make contact with something. So I'm just going to aim in the general direction of where the lasers stop or collide with something and point and click.
Frankly, that sounds terrifying to be on the opposing side of.
Yes. Especially because this can shoot from very, very far away. And if it's in a sandstorm, this is ideally the safest I'm going to be to do exactly this. That and no one else is strong enough to use that Gauss rifle.
Narrows it down then. Okay. Well,
Well,
that's
it is my personal armament, but nah, I let a few people try it. It did not go well.
the recoil was a bit much.
4 soldiers were sent to the mid-bay.
Oof. Well, that answers my question then. So, happy hunting.
Ideally, I'd like to do something about the paladin.
We can
We'll- we'll
hope that he'll be the first one hit then.
That's the plan. Well, if nothing else, I should be able to pin them down at least.
We're going to be attempting to, at least myself and Vindro, the Night Stalker, will be using our sneakier capabilities to get behind them and try and take out a lot of their tech support and scribes.
That sounds like a good idea. Do you want me to allocate some scouts to you, or will you be quite fine on your own?
We should be fine on our own.
Very well then.
But worst case is if we get in over our heads, we'll retreat. Try again from a different.
Ah, yes, they probably not elaborated, but I'm also placing a contingent of scouts behind the soldiers to continue acting as fire support and emergency evacuation Scouts are made to be mobile with cargo. So should one fall into a dangerous state, a scout will be tasked with immediately retrieving them and returning to base.
One of our compatriots he has a medical tent. I'm unsure of where you would prefer him to set that up, but I figured I'd ask.
I'm not expecting this to have no injuries, but I am expecting to ideally have 0 fatalities. The innermost breached wall is still relatively secure. He can set up a tent there.
Excellent. I will let him know. And Lucinda will give a curtsy and make her way back to the group to share her new information.
Effectively, she's going to be standing on the roof of this factory and
being a sniper. Yes.
Well, shot sniper in the
blind firing a Gosser, a coil gun. But yeah, this does raise an interesting question and option. Then, do you guys want me to stay behind?
It's up to you if you want to follow behind us and try and keep us alive in particular, or if you want to set up a tent and try and keep as many individuals alive as possible. We are capable of at least some self-sustaining without you. Or at the very least, I know I am.
I can a little, but it's not. It's very minor.
Same here.
My headset disconnected. Could you repeat whatever you said?
Yeah, RGB's basically asking, do you want me to come with and attend, or do you want me to stay here and man the tent?
Fenrir is in favor of you manning the tent.
Isel?
Basil's fine with you in the tent.
Well, you have the needles, so the tent it is. Now, if you guys don't come back, and I have to come out there and save your asses, I will kick your asses after I'm done sewing you back together. Understood?
Sounds fun.
Sounds fair to me.
I'll make sure to leave one cheek unshot for you.
I can always sew on extras if I need to.
Sewing on extra butt cheeks.
I don't need to rip
because of
you.
that extra padding, and I get extra armor, right?
I don't need to rip you a new asshole. I'm just gonna attach some extra butt cheeks on you, and we'll put the hole right there for you. All right.
Only in Fallout.
I'm going to go ahead and put up the tent. Best of luck to you all. Salutes.
You as well. Keep the brutes safes. Keep the protos safe is what I meant to say.
Not my first rodeo.
Yeehaw.
Lucinda uses Create Mundane to make a cowboy hat and puts it on Brocket's head.
Yeehaw.
He now has a cowboy hat for 3 minutes.
All right, go on some marks so you can keep your ratio by the time I get around to earning another one.
Understood. Get ratioed.
Hey, look, he accepts there's a ratio.
It's still funny. But yeah, and RGB will be setting up the medical tent in the area that was predetermined to be the best place.
Oh boy. All right. Some caretakers will be moving to observe and be of assistance if required.
Well, this is a battle, so having more than just my hands will be good.
Yep.
I don't know.
Especially because we're not going to be there to assist.
Are they medically trained at all?
They are caretakers, so yes.
Oh, good. And they're not going to mind when I go tent surgeon on them?
No.
Good. TLDR for people outside the military, a surgeon inside of a medical tent is essentially the person in charge.
No, you are allowed to tell them what to do.
Effectively, he's a head chef, and other people are walking in his kitchen.
Captain Norman.
So as long as they
McGrayson.
say,
Go ahead.
as long as they say "we chef," then hand you a scalpel, you'll be okay.
Pat's the sprocket.
So we have the assassin squad and the sabotage squad in the medical unit.
Yep. Depending on
doesn't
need,
count as
more
splitting the party.
caretakers may come out, but ideally, 3 should be sufficient.
We will see how this goes.
Caretakers. Yep.
Good luck, you 5. I'll be right here listening.
Yep.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah. So which of the two splinters are going to be unlucky ones who run into the paladin first?
Me and Vinro probably.
Makes me wish I had spray paint. To mark the paladin if they get too close. A final fuck you, as it would be before being turned into mush.
You just bear spray him in the face with spray paint. Can't see. You can't see me. You can't hit me.
Exactly.
That'd be a way to apply the blind condition.
Yep.
I don't know. No, there's worse. Never mind.
Yeah, you could flex seal his eyeballs.
I can think of better ways to apply the blind condition.
Glitter to the eyeballs.
And also worse ones. Glitter is one. That's a worse.
You'll never get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that would inflict disease.
That never goes away. They did say glitter was a disease earlier.
Yes, I did. In any game I run, glitter is considered a disease.
Are there any situations where it gets upgraded to a plague?
Yes, when you make a sandstorm out of it.
I believe the glitter bomb incident counts as a plague.
Wasn't that something Fret did?
It was something that Fret did, but it was first done by one of Key's characters to his parents. But he made the mistake of buying a glitter bomb from his or from a gnome.
Brew, at that point, that's just a chaff grenade.
Or sorry, not Fret, Minuet.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So, it's time for the storm then.
Yep.
Yep.
With our 2 sneaky people who are capable of sneaking.
Sneakily.
Sneaky.
the storm will set in as it doesn't start off heavy immediately. Well, this is definitely a surprise to the outsiders, as there haven't been many sandstorms, not in this area. And for one to pick up with seemingly no forewarning, and it gets worse and worse and worse as, let's say, it's dense enough that a mask or helmet is now required. And theoretically, it's going to be here for about 2 hours, as the Sandmen have arrived and have designated the Brotherhood of Steel as the targets. It's practically a wall of a sandstorm.
Whoa.
Vision seems impossible.
All right, so Lucinda's just going to be create mundaning some nice goggles for her eyes on repeat.
That may be indeed a good idea, as otherwise that might be a scratchy nightmare.
Considering Venro comes from the desert, would it be reasonable that he already has, some solution for this?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah. Sprocket would, for himself and others in his squad, just make makeshift little cloth masks, the sorts where you wet it with water and just wrap it around your mouth. He should be able to find those sorts of cloth around. Not sure if Hex will need it, but I think Izel might.
Nah, Hex ain't gonna need it.
Hazel will accept it.
Here, you get the less stinky one.
Part of the reason Hex doesn't need it is because he doesn't need to open his mouth for anything. He can just talk through your Pip Boys.
Yeah,
So
Sprocket
he's
needs his for
not
his mouth.
going to open his mouth in this shit.
Yeah. But thankfully, Sprocket's got the goggles part covered on account of the whole visor.
Yep, same with Hex.
Oh,
Sorry,
Izel. Izel doesn't have a solution.
I imagine Venro's probably got one of those slitted eye mask kind of head wraps. Not to mention that he's probably accustomed to it anyway, so mostly naturally resistant as well.
Sprocket,
Yeah, Izel?
you have something for my eyes.
On hand. No. Lighter. Going on a stick. No. Shoving screws in your eyes won't help, right?
Izel definitely shakes his head no.
Okay.
Out of character, you could just ask the Proots.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing. Like maybe like break some glass bottles and make them, but they'd be a little sharp.
Well,
Perhaps check with the one of the other protos. They might have something that'll work.
got it. And Isel's gonna go ask for one of the for something from one of the protos that might help with this.
They will. They will. They will give some armor if requested, or just a helmet.
A helmet, probably.
Very well then. They will be providing you a helmet with a visor. Or rather, a plastic plate that you would be able to see through.
So more like a riot helmet than anything else.
Pretty much.
He has acquired the visored helm.
All right. Lucinda is going to look to Vinro and go, well, do we want to go ahead and start scouting out now, or do we want to wait for the attack properly from the protogen?
Wishes to go. Which squad will we be giving attention to first?
I would say we want to get out there first.
All right. Here goes something. And Lucinda is going to begin making her way out towards the sandstorm, into the sandstorm.
Well, it's not the most pleasant feeling.
No, but thankfully she's a Deathclaw.
It's true. Just kind of scratchy being here with all this damn sand.
Hate it. It gets everywhere.
It does. It really does.
Let's. How many dice am I rolling for?
Would it be so annoying for a reptilian? I feel like it'd be kind of nice on the scales, though a sandstorm is intense.
A sandstorm is a bit more. A sand bath would be nice. The sandstorm less so. Sandstorm is actively worse than sandpapering.
It also dramatically depends on the reptile. Like, one from the desert, absolutely. But ones that are more accustomed to, say, a jungle environment, that's probably going to kill them.
Yeah.
Do not desiccate Lucinda.
Oh, Lucinda's not from a jungle, so she will be fine. She was born and raised in this area. Just not quite fully sandstorm resistant.
Meanwhile, Venro, he was, born and raised in Nevada.
I have 7 dice for my sub.
Very fitting quote.
Yep, that's pretty accurate. All right.
Eh, I don't want to spend resources yet, so yeah, I'm good with that.
Boy. Now, how do you plan to navigate such a thorough sandstorm? Are you walking in a straight line towards their encampment?
Well, Lucinda was going to orientate herself towards it, and then uh, just a slight tad to the side.
Hmm.
That way, because she knows roughly, because we know roughly how far away it is. So once we know it's been about that long, we can start trying to head in that a little bit more and see if we can find the outskirts. That was my plan, but maybe Venro has a better one.
No, that one sounds good.
All right, so we're just kind of aiming for what we know, what we are assuming is the edge of their
Fair
the
enough.
edge of their camp as we know.
I would probably imagine to prep for this, you also use one of the exits and are trying to come from a different direction.
Correct. That way, it's not just head on.
Yes, you will probably not run into the fighting and going in this direction.
Yeah, we do want to avoid the fighting for now. We want to skirt around and hit them from behind, because that's where our targets are most likely to be.
Look around, hit him in the butt.
So, do we want to roll like perceptions or something as we get closer to see if we can spot people, hear people? I don't know, feel people through the ground. Not Tremor, since I don't think we can do that last one.
Okay, Quillbot.
Sorry, repeat that, please.
I was asking Inja if he is wanting us to roll perceptions once we get closer to see if we can start.
Or survival.
Survival makes sense.
Okay.
Tracking.
Yeah.
You want to assist me? I've got 5.
Yeah, I'll have to assist you. The best I could do would be a perception, and I have a feeling that would have some sort of a negative applied to it in this environment.
So how much are you assisting with?
Oh, I can add one.
Inja, may I argue lower difficulty because, somewhat more natural environment for Venro?
I'll allow it.
Sweet. I don't like the one. Be gone one. Ah, that was almost a 6.
Almost.
Hmm,
On a body? I can't, but
I can. That's a boost die, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Been a while since I've used that particular one.
Ooh, the
There you
gambit
go.
paid off.
Gamba Gamba.
Oh yeah.
At 6 it is.
That's a 6 on 6.
Using instinct, if that matters, Enja. Enja?
Hmm. That will be quite sufficient. As you've been through your share of sandstorms. Now this one is pretty terrible, but still navigatable. Now, if you are bringing any delicate equipment, you tell whoever was exposing it to the sandstorm to put that away immediately. Another thing, though, this sandstorm kind of loud, being this dense also.
Yeah, I imagine so.
However, that doesn't deafen the sounds of combat in the distance, as it seems that the other side is going. But it's not too close by. You're feeling pretty good though when you find a corner of one of their fortifications made in not haste exactly, but you can tell that they weren't really counting on keeping this long term. You have reached their base. Or their camp, rather.
Right, gonna make our way in. See if anybody is still alive or still around in there.
Yep, we are definitely seeing if we can find some very squishy here.
So, You have the general idea as you've succeeded in reaching the edge of the camp. The sandstorm is not any less thick here, though.
Yeah, that's
So probably another survival roll to either navigate the camp or try and find some barracks where some other potentially key personnel might be hiding to try and wait this out.
Uh, so we've got a barracks that we could look in, and what else was it? Unless I completely missed what you said or misinterpreted. You did mention a barracks, right?
I did.
Okay.
There is also a generator for recharging the modules in their suits. There is the supply depot, the mess hall, the workshop, the scribe tent, the motor pool, the medical tent, and the command tent.
hmm.
Need to be right back real quick.
No, confirmed sentient. I give up.
All right, I am back. Sorry. Quote for Oki, the quote Mancer apprentice.
Am I becoming the Quotemancer apprentice? I would appreciate the title, though I don't believe I've earned it.
Well, you
I mean, the
start by.
quote Mancer has decided.
Yeah, you've been adopted. This means you need to start memorizing all the quotes and their numbers.
No, that's the thing I'm the worst at. I can't memorize quotes or numbers. Everything I do is improv.
Don't worry, there's only I probably do need to make another page or two of quotes in the 50 plus page document.
I keep on telling you to put it in Excel.
So, anyways, our main job is to go after squires and scribes, right?
Yep. Basically just all the support staff. Mostly the
Ah.
squires and scribes, though.
Let's start with the scribe tent.
Because of course they have their own designated quarters.
Well, yeah.
You know, the dirty little scribes sleeping in the same place as us important knights.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, they literally have a hierarchical stratified culture. Like, come on.
They-
Yep.
Read. Ugh.
All right. As you approach the scribe tent, there are squires that are enduring being outside to the best of their ability, but just perhaps two. It might be possible to slip by. Might. They were not prepared for a sandstorm. Or you could try and jump the squires.
I was thinking jump the squires. I mean, the sandstorm is really loud, so should maybe clear out or cover up any shouts.
You have two squires. Does everyone agree?
Yep.
That's been. I mean, I'm not against it, but also, like, input depends on if they're going to call for all of us to do it or if they're going to try and handle it themselves.
We're completely separated.
Yeah, I don't think we've got a means of actually contacting you guys.
Radio.
Pit Boy.
Pip-Boy radio, yeah.
Text is right there.
Okay, if I'm sorry again, but have I completely missed the intention here? Like, I thought you guys were engaging with the main force while we're dealing with their, squires and scribes.
No. So we are following a little bit behind you because we're not fucking sneaky. RGB is off acting as a healer for the main force because he's separate from us now. We are a little bit behind so that way you guys can find good targets for us to go against. So that way we can back you up, but we suck at being sneaky. Like, if you try and drag Hex with you to be sneaky, that ain't gonna work well. So you two are going off ahead. Like, very slightly, in order to scout out correct positions for either you two to just deal with people, or if there's a slightly bigger group or more dangerous group, have us come in to help with it. But basically looking for non-knight groups to take out.
Yep, and we're also focused on when the vehicle is out and about, sabotaging it and taking it over.
Well, not
So that's
focused
where
on it.
we'll take our
Focused is the
initiative.
wrong word.
Well, I
Focused on that is the wrong
think,
word.
I think Lucinda and Venro can take out these two. I mean, we're going to have the complete element of surprise there. So I think we can take them out, provided the dice are friendly to us.
Yeah. We can only hope.
All right, YOLO. Snake pie. Oh, no
what
crit,
is
but
it?
should hit.
What is Venro doing?
We're taking them
checking.
out.
Okay. Can we see how many exactly can we see?
And just said there were two.
Two? Okay.
They're out in the sandstorm on guard.
Oh, so they're having a bad time.
Yeah, they're
okay.
they apparently looked miserable.
Cool. I guess I will see. This is my first time using magic combat. double check what I rolled for. It's just it's willpower thing. Sagacity or verbosity? Sagacity,
Sagacity
right?
is for casting.
Okay, that's what we're doing. I was pretty
Verbosity
sure.
is how many words you can include in a spell.
Yeah, I was I thought it was sagacity, but I was double checking before I made myself look stupid. Huzzah for using things I haven't used in combat. I get how many words? 3. So we will do short range power element necrotic. So it's just going to be this to hit. Okay. 2, 3, 6. Okay. 6 to hit. So
Hey, that might crit, because if they're not aware.
Oh, true.
They are unaware. That will be a successful crit.
Let's go.
Woohoo, opponents with 0 evasion.
I mean, unfortunately, the power for this is not great, but So, damage is still calculated the same, correct? As like a
Yep.
regular attack, so it'd be half willpower, sagacity, and then
Yep.
whatever I can get off of power word.
Yep.
You also need to specify what type it is. It's
Uh,
one of the 3 basics, unless you use it.
I did.
Oh,
I'm using element necrotic,
right.
which I said.
I'm sure you did. I am just, I mean, I'm doing my best.
Alright, so half of willpower plus that, plus my power, so I'm rolling this. And it's crit, so I guess I'll just take more dice. 50% more dice, let's go. Did
What
Venro
is
hit?
there-
Oh,
Venro did hit, Venro hit, but he did not crit. What is their interaction with poison?
Anja.
Digi.
Apologies. What?
Jackson, did
What
I
is their
digit?
type interactions?
What's the current type being used, or are you trying to?
We got poison and necrotic.
Ah. Well, neutral. Hold on. This might have changed, so I might need to check something out. Actually, vulnerable to poison. Got it.
okay, and what's their reaction to necrotic?
Neutral.
Okay.
What?
No.
Wow.
Well, the -1 difficulty really helped with that.
And it did.
Eh. That's pretty mid.
Yeah, it is.
We'll use a boost die on that one. See if okay.
I think I'm going to use my other boost die on this.
That's
Rid
right.
of at least one of the ones, because I really don't want to.
Hey,
See, now it's a 5.
So 5 and... Oh, light did not trigger.
Very well then. It's a successful ambush, though. As that hurts. But they were you focusing on one or
I
I was
was aiming
figuring
at.
we were...
Oh, I was gonna aim at the same one Vinro went for.
Oh, okay.
I figure we probably had a better chance of actually taking someone out that way.
is anyone else piling onto this?
The rest of them aren't here.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rest
they're
of
the
them
only
are
two that
not.
there.
The others are not quite in combat yet. They are behind us.
Understandable. That's right. I remember now. Well, they're not dead, but they are hurt. As they're alarmed and shouting, but that doesn't get very far sense. Only the other guard is aware.
Woo, timing! Immediately timinged.
Yeah, but it wasn't the neighbors this time.
That's true.
the neighbors will strike eventually, though. They always do. Forever watching
A miss.
and
Not enough
waiting.
ale.
Apparently, also provide rerolls.
Ooh, reroll.
No, that's not a neighbor. That's a Vari.
At the bar.
I am absolutely not used to us being this quiet for any
Yep.
length of time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Weird.
I can fix that.
Give
I mean, it was
Alright,
just
I
a
wanna-
really unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
Give Sprocket a metal kebab on his cheek.
So is it just me, or is the food you're cooking me becoming less food and more artistic sculptures? Not that I mind, they're deliciously crunchy.
I'm trying a new thing. If we just put the meat on a metal stick and yeah.
We could also take the meat and then dip it in like gallium or something, or one of those metals that melts really easily and coats stuff.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I bet it'd make for a really fun coating. Ooh, have you ever tried balling up thin sheets of aluminum and then chewing on it?
Oof.
It's like electricity that goes straight to your brain. It's wonderful.
Maybe some kebab mushrooms on the kebab.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Vari.
Oh, are we making
Oh.
it worse?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh.
yes.
All right.
Mudstorm.
It was already pretty bad, but okay.
Now
Are we
have
going
fun,
to get
y'all.
some dry lightning up in this?
So, are we about to experience an irradiated rat storm within the sandstorm?
Hopefully not.
Almost certain.
Also, holy crap, when did it get so late?
Oh, about
43
43 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was about to say when we got done with our planning thing about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I expected us to end there, but then we rolled with it, so I'm just rolling with it.
Oh my god. Hello, I'm back.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
welcome back.
So, right, where were we? An ambush. Right. One was
A
injured.
worsening storm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
storm approacheth.
My word, the sandstorm gets worse, you say? That's plausible.
I don't know if Chet can hear that. I hope not. As I screw around with the high E string that's dying on my guitar.
Now, with that being the case, I believe it's time for initiatives.
Correct.
Bluebat, part of the fun of playing in tabletop is providing petards to hoist yourself up upon with.
I see my initiative rolls are staying the same as they have for the past, like, I don't know, 2 months.
Also, someone else finally using the hoisted by their own petard thing.
I've used that before. I just don't normally see a point.
I say it. I've said it like fairly frequently, and then people would be like, "I've never heard anyone say that before."
Really?
For the longest time, I didn't know that petard was a type of bomb. I always thought it was like getting choked by your scarf or something.
Nope, it means getting blown up by your own bomb.
Yep. Such an eloquent way of saying fuck around and find out.
I always thought it was Kind of another way of saying hubris.
It is.
Yeah.
But like the punishment of hubris.
All right then. Let's begin.
Voiced by your own Picard.
I,
Or
unfortunately,
should we
combat
save this for
does.
next? Should we save this for
Yeah.
next time?
Combat takes a while, even for a small encounter, and we got 15 minutes left.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Much as I'd like to, but you know.
Yeah, you can maybe get in like one round.
More likely like 2 turns.
No, we're low level.
What's the
But
verdict?
anyways. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it here for the night. And then we can do it next week. I watch Lucinda and Venro probably die.
Look, I warned you that if y'all...
Yeah.
Look,
But
I
it'll be
warned you if I had to
fine.
come out
I'm
here and
just
save your
read you to
asses.
death.
I'm sure we won't wind up attracting all the rest of the camp and, you know, recreate multiple scenes from multiple movies with just the 2 of us running away from a massive horde.
The horde that's currently fighting for their lives because they're also being attacked by an actual army in a different direction.
Oh, fair, fair. But either way, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Fallout Twin Cities Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, that you can also do so by sharing the stream around, tipping to the channel directly, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
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 No. No, don't put me back in the box, please. Anything but the box.
I'm putting you in the box.
And that recording is out. Thanks for running in, Jed. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and send over to you now, Zim.
Yeah,
Bye.
same.
My side, thank you all so much for watching. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, take better care of yourselves, have a good night. Bye.